First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Get it!
Drive starts with a run from Kingz, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line. Come on, lock him down, baby, lock him down.
Push him back.
Hawk 70,
Now they'll
Hawk
shift
70.
things around. Second down, and they go back to Kingz. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again with Kingz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Lions at 5-6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bronco 80. Get it!
On second down, here's Kingz. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. You can look at the defense for these Texans. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and Watt was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Lions nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day,
Here we go.
everyone's watching you. It's an added
18
bonus,
Cardinal,
though, because
18
now you
Cardinal.
put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. You. Watch out.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
What do they
break.
have for this? 3rd and 11.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Back to throw. Hart. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at about the 28. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Completed to Hyatt. Finding room in midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because
Let's go now.
I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Let's go.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. 2 really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play. And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Stroud. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This is taken at the 18. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans will take over.
at their own 22-yard line.
Get it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield and try to pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
And Stroud now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Play action. Stroud now. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
On the set.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Hey, watch the screen, man. Watch the screen.
65 cats. Ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Got
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Street. Hustle.
Throwing now is Stroud.
This pass complete to Higgins. The
Let's
result,
go,
only
let's
4
go.
yards there on the play.
Cougar
And it'll be
19.
2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Riggs.
18-yard line.
No.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Another run for Gibbs here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Gibbs will try and pick it up. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On the jump.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Go.
Stroud sets up the play action. Out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Ready.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Josh Paschal there to bring him down.
On the ready.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To something else.
Not
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On second down, here's Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
Now Stroud.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Gabriel Davis.
His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
19 target. 60 by.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready.
Stroud looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19.
Stroud to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Elijah Higgins
From 3 yards out.
and the Texans are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Off the play fake. Hart. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by M.J. Stewart.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Give left side for Pierce. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
70.
This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Warriors 70.
Operating from the gun. Hart. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Stroud off the play fake.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Aleem McNeil.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready,
The
run for Pierce out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stroud now on second down. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ready.
Stroud completes it to Davis. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This will be their 3rd straight defeat. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Powerful running. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I
On the ball now.
have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
Right.
Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season
Here we go,
unfolding.
Scott.
We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
Ready. Nickel. Ready.
try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Bronco 80. Ready?
2nd and 4. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aleem McNeil able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Okay, ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Broncos.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
On the ball now.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash Bronco. Hut, hut.
Throwing on 1st down. Hart, he's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Go, Rig. Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer. Get up.
Back to throw. Hart. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done
Let's
some
go
good
now.
things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, and now here is another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, is it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
19 Tiger,
and it turned out to be a nice
Tiger.
play for the offense.
Dragon 60. Ready, right?
And Stroud now to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get
Hurry,
points.
hurry,
And okay,
hurry,
all right, I'm being
hurry.
facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the
60
next one.
Bison. 60 Bison. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Off play action. Hart.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The Lions, 1st down.
Tag. Cougar 19.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Let go.
looking to throw. Hart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hart. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Get it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pass the 60.
And they look
Pass
to
the
finish
60.
strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Stroud's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the Texans 1st down.
Come on, come on.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get